Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the fourth-ranked team, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To the air, it's Robertson. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
A handoff from the shotgun. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be four down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Baylor. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Brown. Looking right. This one caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the single back takes the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. A good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Watkins. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now it's second down here. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense in a split backfield now. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Bears will have first and 10 here. The back's got it. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Running out of time in the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up third down.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
A quick throw out left, complete. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
Snags the quick throw. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass falls incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. And it's complete downfield. The stop made at the 5. Offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense will make the stop and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
UCF 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field. It's Brown. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And here's the handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And he drops back in the gun. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw yet again. The 4th down completion to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Takes the handoff again. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
In the red area, it's Watkins. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
To throw, it's Brown. Bringing pressure, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The field goal is good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And tackled after a small pickup there. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it falls incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the 1st down.
The Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. And the Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
A running play called on 4th down. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
They go up 18 after the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. This one will be fair caught. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Brown. Trying to extend the play. On the move, looking deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. He just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
He's going to take another shot right here. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Powers through a tackle. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bears will kick this away to start the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The pickup is 7 yards. Count 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Here's the handoff. Running with purpose. Got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he lofts one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Brown. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
But I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. The kickoff team now set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And now the handoff. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And he's brought down out at the 46. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Robertson. Looking to scramble. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Stevens. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? Motion now from the tight end. 3rd and goal. Try to make it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. But man, bad call, backfires, and now they got a tough decision here on 4th down.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
6-9-1, Gators score. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. It's Brown. And it's picked off in the end zone. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He's moving out of the pocket. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to throw it again. It's caught downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Back to pass. It's Robertson. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. There's too much on that ball. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bears. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Baylor. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Back to pass. It's Brown. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Catch is made way down inside the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown. Nice. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Looking for some space. It's Washington. Finds room at the 30. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. He'll spot it at the 24.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Important second down play coming up.
Cricket.
To the air, it's Robertson. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. The Bears come to the line. It's first and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense facing second and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. Touchdown, Bears. And this one is getting ugly. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Oh, and it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking downfield, it's Brown. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw again. Looking for his back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, UCF.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in
it. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game.
No issue here. Quarterback decides to call his own number on the conversion and gets it done.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Finds just enough space and makes the 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. To throw, it's Robertson. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And he'll set up to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. First down, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.